once again. This is the Customer Talk Show. And today, it's another day. We are glad we are all here. We are safe. We are healthy. That is actually a thank we need actually to give back to God. With the situation of the corona, many of us, never, tested, or never, lived to see this day. So we need actually to thank God for this day. And alhamdulillah, I must say that we are alive today, we are healthy. Thanks to God. And I thank you for watching us. Thank you for being there. Thank you for following us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because actually without you, we are nothing. And we need to pass this word to everybody here, whether in Coast, whether in our country, so that we can all understand what we are talking about. With Coast Woman Talk Show, it is all about inspiration, We want actually to motivate the young, the old. And that is all why we are here. And in our program today, we have one of our own, a youngster. I don't want to actually tell you who she is, but shortly you will see who she is. She's somebody who has done a lot, in her own way, and she has motivated others, and she has really actually inspired me too. And just wait and hear what the inspiration is all about today. Stay tuned.
Sure, my dad doesn't watch it because he doesn't like coffee.
Yeah, you're nervous?
No.
No? You're sure?
No.
No? Not
No.
even tiny, whiny bit?
Just a little bit nervous. But I'm fine.
All right.
Yeah.
What did your mom give you?
Coffee.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it alerted you, it made you actually active.
It didn't really work that much.
Really?
Yeah, I'm still sloppy.
You can't even appreciate her? At least she gave you the coffee.
Thank you for the great coffee. I loved it. Yeah, boy.
Welcome to the Costume and Talk Show once again. Yeah, this is Rihanna. I don't want to talk much about Rihanna. Her mother is here. She will tell us. Mama ni mama, atatuambia vile alimwanzisha mwanae, akawa vile yuko, akaenda wapi, akawa vipi, akai vipi, alijua vipi. Sasa leo ndio tunataka kujua kutoka kwa Mariam na mwanae Rihanna. Huyu ni Rihanna, like the way I said earlier, that she has a talent. A talent, very actually, like, I can't say it's weird, but it is a talent. I can't say even myself, I would actually like, thought of having it. Because really, sijui ni miaka ndio yetu ilikuwa niko ya kijinga, hata sielewi. Manake if you would have asked me, at that time when I was young, to ask me at Pfizer, when you grow up, what would you like to be? I would say that I would actually keep quiet. Maybe I would have shied off. But funny thing, the kids of today, of this generation, they are different. They start their talents when they are young. And here we are. We have actually Rihanna here, who has a talent, I think, and she started it when she was very young. But about that, we will know all that from the mother. Welcome, Rihanna.
Thank you.
Yes, how does it feel to be here?
Feels really good. It's been a while.
It's been a while?
Yeah.
How while?
A year and 6 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a long while since I've done anything. But my football journey has really improved a lot from the UK. I've learned so much more, I've understood so much more about football, and I wouldn't take it back for anything.
But we want to know, who is Rihanna?
Rihanna Abdulswamad.
Tell us your name,
Yeah.
Who is actually sitting on the right side, on your right side, that is?
Yeah.
Yes.
So my name is Rihanna Abdulswamad. I'm a 13-year-old football player who started playing football at the age of 4, but I'm going to let that to my mom to explain.
Yeah, my name is Mariam Bulhan. I'm Rihanna's mother. And as long as I can remember, as Rihanna mentioned that since when she was 4, she's been playing football, Faiza. And in the sense that she's always been this child that would go out with her dad to watch the game, and she would always want to put on jersey. So there was always this incident, during the World Cup, she would always go for the winning team. That's where, you know, her passion in football started. And let's say by the time the World Cup was ongoing, and Rihanna would go watch the game, and let's say the team that she's supporting, let's say she's supporting France, and she's putting on a France jersey, and then on that day they lose. The next thing she does, she comes back home. Oh, I'm no longer in France. I'm not the team of France. Now I'm going to be Brazil. So now get me Brazil jersey. So she would have to get another jersey for Brazil. Like, she would always go for the winning team, yeah? And by then she was little. We used to take it as a joke. But she let us know probably what really inspired her. But she started being a footballer at the age of 9. So from my side, when she was 7, usually in school you're supposed to pick a sports that you're going to pursue throughout the year. And when she was 7, she picked on Taekwondo. And by then, I wasn't in the country, I was working elsewhere. So when I heard of Taekwondo, I thought, why Taekwondo, you know? Why does she need, you know, to be in martial arts or anything? And she came out the best at it. She's always been a sportish child, yeah? And then when she was 8 years old, she picked on football. Because when I asked, what are you picking on this year as a sports? Oh, hold on. When she was 7, she picked on Taekwondo as well as roller skating. Taekwondo, I could understand probably she needed to learn some fighting skills, you know? But roller skating, I was like, roller skating, really? But when I came to see her roller skating, she was really good at it, you know. In fact, she was a champion in so many, you know, tournaments when it came to roller skating. And then when she was 8, she picked football. In my mind, I'm thinking, yep, that's Rihanna. Every year we're going to change a sport, you know. And then when she was 9, again she picked football. That's when I said, wow, okay, 2 years consecutively for football, for Rihanna. That's a milestone for us, you know. Usually she changes her mind, you know. And then somewhere in between, while she was, you know, 9 years old going to 10, her sports teacher reached out to me, you know, hello Mama Rihanna, this is Mr. Kevin, and you know me as the sports teacher, but I've been trying to get in touch with either one of you parents because I would like to speak to you guys about Rihanna's talent in football. So I knew, you know, my daughter picked it as a sport in school because it was compulsory for you to pick a sport. But at the back of my mind, I didn't know how passionate she was and what really drove her to that, you know. So she let us know how passionate, you know, how she was about football and what made it something that she would choose as a sport in school for 2 years consecutively. But what Mr. Kevin told us was, he's a very gifted and talented child in football, and you guys should not take this talent to waste and, you know, keep her studying here for that. Like, she can be a professional footballer. Yeah, and for me, my experience was now when I saw her on the field, you know, and she was, actually that was such a proud moment for me. When, yes.
So you've actually taken you've taken us too far, Mariam.
Mm-hmm.
We would like actually to know at what stage, because you say that she used to go out and watch football with the dad. Yes. Yeah. So at what age did you actually realize that she loves football? At what age? That little age, what age was it? Maybe
4.
You can be precise.
At 4.
At 4 years?
Yes, yes. Not besides going out and watching the games, I'm talking of the big games like the World Cup, but she would watch football at home. She wasn't the child that would sit down and watch cartoons. Akuna Ben 10, nini, football for her. But at the back of my mind as a mother, I didn't think like it would be something that she would pick throughout.
But how did you take it? How did you, okay, you see, like fathers, okay, I would say that men love football, you get me? So maybe when she actually, you know, like created that interest to love football, the father was okay with that. But how did you take it?
For
Okay,
me,
her being a girl.
Yes.
You get me?
Yes.
Because that, it's not really actually, it's not thinking well. Okay, now, you see, with the way the world is advanced, it is okay because we have, they call them, we have those football teams for ladies,
Yes.
big football teams for ladies.
Correct.
And there is even a World Cup for that.
Yes, correct.
But then you, as a person, you see, with our community, I must say, with our community, how did you take it?
To be honest, initially I just took it lightly. I was like, she's going to grow out of it. That's what I had in my mind. Ever since she was 4, I'm just thinking, well, she's like spending so much time, with her dad, so that's why she's picking that. But I didn't, at the back of my mind, to be honest, I didn't take it seriously. I didn't think it would be something that she had really, she was passionate about. I didn't think it was something that, and I didn't take it negatively or positively, because at that time I was certain that it's something she was going to grow out of. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah,
As a mother, I'm just looking at her like, she'll just outgrow this stage. She will outgrow this stage, but she never has.
She hasn't, yeah?
Yes,
She hasn't. Rihanna, tell us, how does it feel to be a footballer?
It feels really good.
Okay,
because
like, sorry to cut you short.
No,
that, okay, like as you, Rihanna, maybe you can try to tell us the time you can recall. You started, having the love of football, how it started, how do you feel? I'm sure that you didn't have girls you are playing around with, you were playing with boys. How did it, how did it work on you?
It wasn't really that hard because growing up, I was always, my dad was always around like boys and men. So I always like grew into the fact that I would be around boys. So when playing football with boys, it wasn't really a problem for me. But then at the age of 4, I was watching football all the time, and like I just found it as a game.
You can remember?
Yeah.
At the age of 4?
Yep.
You can remember?
I can remember.
What other thing can you tell us when you were at the age of 4 you were thinking of, apart from football? What else?
I thought about why girls watch Barbie. I didn't like
At the
that.
age of 4?
Yeah.
Really? Anything else?
She used to fight a lot on the channels with her sister. Like the sister would want to watch something that's girly, and she would want to watch football, and it's always the fights always used to be about that.
I never usually found it interesting, but football, it was something else. It was something different. It wasn't the same as everything else. There was just something about that sport that would make you feel different, that would make you feel amazing. It's when you play a football match, it's like the 90 minutes where everything is away. It's like you float in there. You just play and float. And it's not like I usually played it just so I could like forget everything else. No, it's just, it made me so happy that I'm playing football, I'm doing something. Because I never used to like the fact that people would just sit inside and, or stay on their phones. I was never that type of child. I always saw the fact that going outside and doing stuff was much more interesting.
What age was that?
7. At the age of 6, I started playing football, and this is surprising, but at the age of 6, I knocked out my uncle's teeth while playing football with him. Yeah.
Wow.
I knocked him. It was.
And it came off?
Yeah, it came off.
Wow.
Yeah, and
how did you feel?
I mean, I was scared because
Did you feel guilty?
No. I didn't. I mean, it was a sport, and he's the one who chose to play with me. I didn't ask him. He said, "Okay, let's play."
So how did it happen? How did you?
We were outside my dad's office, and I took my ball, and I would always walk around my ball. There was nowhere I would go without my ball.
Why you don't have it now?
It's in the car. I have
She
it.
has it.
Why you didn't bring it here with you?
I mean, it's a set.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would always walk around with it because I found it so any free time I would play. I found it so amazing to do. So I was playing with it. I was playing with I was just doing my practice, and he came in and he said, "Oh, let's play." And I said, "Okay, bet, let's play." And I shot the ball at him, and he said he's gonna catch it. He said he was gonna be the keeper, but I knocked out his teeth. 2 of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And
what did your dad say?
oh, my dad was just laughing at him
Oh my goodness.
because my dad said, "I told you she has talent."
And has he actually maybe replaced?
I don't think they grew back. No.
No, but maybe he must have gone to the dentist and put them back. Or
Maybe,
something.
yeah,
Maybe?
probably.
Have you met him now?
Yeah.
You have?
Mm-hmm. I think he has dentures.
He has?
Yeah.
Ah, okay then. All right.
I'm happy for that.
You
I mean,
are.
I would feel guilty if I looked at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, tell us, Rihanna.
Yeah.
Now, how are you juggling between football and class work?
There's always something that I was brought up knowing. It's called kiasi. It means like
Ucheze kiasi.
Ucheze
Kuna time ya
kiasi.
kila kitu.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
time for everything. Don't overdo something because you like it. I mean, I love football.
So between your mom and dad, who used to tell you that?
My dad.
Your dad?
My
not
dad
your
was
mom?
always the kiasi.
So your mom used to give you actually all the freedom to do anything you want.
Not really. I mean, she wouldn't really tell me about it. She would just tell me, come inside, time's done, you know? But I never really used to listen because I found, like, when I was young, to be honest, I never took time. But then growing up, my dad just taught me and taught me and taught me. Even my mom. But, like, he just taught me. And the word kiasi has always been in my head ever since because that's always what he talks about. When you're doing something just because you love it, because I love football, but you can't overdo it because you've got something else to do. I've got studying to do. If I just play football and continue playing football and don't do well my studies, that's not doing good to my parents who are trying their best to give me like the best life. So you just need to stop overdoing stuff because you love them. You've got schoolwork to do. I mean, I don't hate school, but you know, I would rather play football. But you still have to do your schoolwork and learn and do your madrasa, everything. You just have to balance it all out. And it's a hard thing to do at the beginning, but the more you do it, the more you get used to it. So right now, I have my time to play football. And the worst part is, people using their phones or using like gadgets all the time because that will cut out your time. If you have a certain time to play football and then you say, oh, I'm gonna take 30 minutes out and I'm gonna, you know, stay on my phone, that cuts you out, and then for the rest of your life, you're just gonna be remembering the fact that you were on your phone and you wasted that time.
Okay, Rihanna, tell us, the way I look at you, you're like a tomboy.
Meh. Kind of.
Kind of.
I wouldn't consider me as a tomboy. I would consider me a girl that does not like to be in women's clothes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just dislike it.
That's a tomboy.
Yes, but still, you know, she has put it actually straight, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't feel comfortable. I would rather wear sweatpants and a vest than wear a dress. No, that's not gonna happen. It's usually a fight. You can ask her. It's always a fight when I have to wear a dress.
You've only worn dress twice in your life.
Oh, really?
Okay, thrice. Once when she was a flower girl for her auntie's wedding. Second, when her on her sister's graduation. And third, there was a cultural day in school, and she was doing the Ghana culture. She had to put on that dress.
The fights we had over those 3 times are immaculate. It was something that was different.
So tell us, what type of friends do you have, or do you prefer boys or girls?
Boys.
Boys. So what do you do with them? Play football?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's easier to like talk to boys and associate with boys because I've always been with them. And I don't mind girls. I mean, my best friend is a girl. But like boys are easier to work with. I just know how to make them do anything. They're easier to work with.
Really?
Yeah.
And that, okay, that's the kind of group you've always actually like grown up with?
Always.
Always, even in school?
Yep.
Here? Because I now actually understand that you study in the UK?
Yeah.
Yes, but we'll come to that later. Yes.
In school,
when you're in school here.
When I was in school here, my dad was actually called to school about that they were scared that I was the school department, like the teachers and stuff, they were scared that I associate too much with the boys. My dad came there and said, "Iyo hakuna matata hapo." Like he knew, because while I was growing up, he was there, so he knew that this would like be my come out.
So he's comfortable with that?
Amazingly comfortable, and I love that. I love the fact that we have a certain trust between us.
You and your dad?
Yes.
And not with your mom?
Both of, my dad more. Yeah.
Your
my
dad more?
Yeah, because
I think what I should do, Mariam here, I need actually, you know, to note down the times Rihanna has mentioned the dad more than you.
Trust me, it's gonna be more.
Yes.
That's beyond a shadow of doubt.
Goodness.
It's going to be
everything
way
is dad.
more.
Everything
Yes.
is dad. Everything is dad.
Yes.
I've not even had. Okay, my mom told me kiasi. I remember that one, but my dad playing football with my dad. Doing this with my dad.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, he's a lucky dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a lucky daughter, trust
You
me.
must be. You
Yeah.
must be. And I would love you insist on him that he should watch this program so that he hears
I'll make sure.
that dad's name being mentioned every now and then. He
I
must
feel
be
like
proud.
he expects it.
He does.
Because I've spent every second of my life. Going there was really hard. Going to the UK was really hard on me because I was like, wow. This time was my first birthday without my dad because I celebrated my birthday there. And my mom.
I wasn't there
My
either.
dad, you had that one.
Okay.
The first one. It was the first birthday without my dad.
Without my dad and my mom.
Oh my goodness.
It was my first Eid without my
dad?
my mom and dad. It was like there were so many celebrations
Without my dad?
without my parents.
But I think Faiza, I think because she was already used to the fact that my mom there was a period that my mom wasn't around.
Oh.
Yes, when I wasn't working within
But
the country.
Even
yes,
then, Mariam, no.
No.
Don't tell me that.
That is definitely
Yes,
more of a
yes,
favorite.
exactly.
Okay, I give up.
No, but like she knows it. I'll tell her.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that she doesn't love you,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that you don't love her.
Yeah.
Yes, that love is there,
Yeah.
but dad comes first
Yeah.
Yes.
to you.
Yes.
Ah, okay, super. At least now we've known.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. I mean, some people find me quite mean because of that. But mean?
Yeah, it's true. I can say.
Her sister
I
tells
can
her all the
imagine. I
time.
can attest to that. There was a day I met her at City Mall. She was playing on the corridor.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I'm trying to explain the mean on you. And then I asked her, "What are you doing here?" And she was like, It's like, why are you asking me such a question? Yeah. So I was like, oh my God. Then when I mentioned that Auntie Faiza, she was like, oh, sorry.
No,
she went.
See, here
she came and told you about it.
Yeah, here comes a mom part. She always told me, stranger danger. There we go. See, that's a mom part.
Okay,
there we go.
Okay.
Finally. Yes, I got it.
But you're mean.
No.
Tell us about, yes. You're saying that
Here,
you're mean.
here's
Some
something.
people actually see you as mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I look at them and I laugh because they're the same people who let people beat them down. No, you shouldn't let that happen. I don't find myself mean. I find myself overly honest.
Ah, okay.
I mean, people will say, oh, that's mean. That's something you shouldn't say. But I'll say the truth to you.
You don't sugarcoat.
No.
Good.
I don't. I mean, if I feel like something's wrong, I will tell you something's wrong. And I hate when people sugarcoat me. Because if you don't like something about me, I mean, it's fine. I mean, I'm a girl who's playing football. That's quite, a little bit rare of some sort.
Yeah, it's rare because
Yeah.
this is one thing, I'm back in my mind. I'm also, trying to, to digest it.
Yeah.
But okay, I've not reached to that level yet, to accept it fully.
Yeah.
Because you see, in our culture, you get me, in our culture, let me put it that way. In our African culture, it is hard to see actually, a young girl, get involved with football and all that.
Yeah.
And then same culture, tells us not to be with the boys. You stay away from the boys, especially at this age. You're now going to the adolescent. You get me? So I'm wondering, and you keep on saying that you prefer staying with the boys, you trust boys more than girls.
Yes.
So that is one thing which is confusing me.
I mean, it's not
I'm
like
not
I
saying
don't
it
trust
is
girls.
bad. It isn't bad. It isn't bad at all because it is something you have already decided, and you've not decided it at this age. It is something you had already actually made up your mind when you were very young.
Yeah, I've
You
never
get me?
found a problem with it,
Yeah.
It's not like when I go around boys, I'm touchy, no. We sit there when we talk about the things that come into our mind, football, which is mostly the topic. But I've always loved the energy boys had, and I'm not saying girls don't have that energy, because the closest people I'm with, one person I'm closest with is a girl. By the way, today's her birthday. Yeah.
Today's her birthday.
Today's her birthday.
Should we sing for her?
Do you want to sing for her?
Yes,
All
we
right.
can.
But I'm not going to say the name.
Why?
I don't want to say the name.
You should not sing.
But she knows when I say it.
Because we want actually to mention her name so that she feels that she's recognized, even by Auntie Faiza.
Just say happy birthday. Say happy birthday, SpongeBob. I call her SpongeBob.
Okay.
And she calls me Patrick. Yeah, we have this weird thing. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we should say happy birthday, SpongeBob.
So can you maybe tell us, just wish her,
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, SpongeBob. Have a good one. Turning 14 now. Big girl. I mean, I don't like it because now she's older than me, so like, I know she's going to use it against me.
But at least she's gotten the message. At least
happy birthday.
You think of her. At least, today is her special day. Yes, it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I've always loved the energy boy. Apart from that, the energy boys had. I feel like I would understand them more. I mean, if I met a girl right now, I wouldn't know how to get something, how to be friends with them. It would take me a while. But with boys, I just click. There's something about it. I just click with them. I feel like I've known them for too long, but I just met them. But like, it's just something that was always running through my head. Like at a young age, I was also thinking about it. Why like do we always click like this? But I mean, I never found an answer. I just learned to accept it.
You have a sister.
Yes.
So how do you relate with her?
Amazingly. I mean, we have a lot.
She's a girl.
Yes.
Yes. And how does she actually take you? And how do you relate? You being like a boy, you're acting like a boy, your stuff actually are more of, based on,
I think she got used to it.
She's used to it?
Yeah. Because, like, we've never really had a problem on, like, the way I am. We've always had the smallest fight over the dumbest stuff. It's just sister stuff. But, she's amazing. And I feel like if she was a boy,
really,
it wouldn't been the same. I like this. I mean, I like the fact that when I come home, I'm with girls. When I'm outside, I'm with boys and girls. So it gives me like some type of balance.
Oh, okay, madam, how does it actually, how do you take it? You have Nairat here, she's actually
Girly girl.
Yes.
Yeah, very girly girl.
Yeah, she's girly actually. She's too girly.
Yeah.
And then you have Rihanna here.
The tomboy.
Tomboy.
My challenge has always been because they're complete opposite. The two of them. So my challenge has always been, let's say when we are going to gatherings or family occasions like Eid. God. There's never been a day on Eid that Rihanna has put on a dress. I've counted it the 3 times that she's put on a dress. So imagine this, you're literally fighting with your 4-year-old that you're now a big girl, you cannot put on hot pants or, short jeans on Eid day. You have to put on a dress. And she's totally saying, no, then leave me at home with Dada. I'm not going. Yeah. So we've always come up with jumpsuits. So that's our Eid attire, by the way.
Always.
But she's never put on a dress. So, and then there's the other one who is a girl who complies. Trust me. She's the one that melts my heart. You don't have to say it, Like, today is Eid day. She knows people have to wear a dress.
I want to see Rihanna's reaction when you say that she melts your heart.
No, I'm just talking about the challenging parts of their opposite.
You should have seen the face. Oh my goodness.
It's because I said, it's because I was talking about my dad, so she's doing it on purpose. She knows she loves me more.
Oh, really?
I melt her more. Trust me, I know it.
Really?
She's just saying that because I said my dad in it.
Now, let me ask you. This is actually sensitive. Rihanna is now 13. Rihanna is going to be a teenage soon. She has already started that stage.
Yes.
Rihanna is going to be maybe, by God's grace, inshallah, she will be maybe like 20 or maybe 16, 17, around there, or 20. So how do you see her, you know, being the same? And maybe you see with a mother's actually expectation is that you want to see your daughter getting married tomorrow. So let us not talk about Naira. We are talking about Rihanna with her tomboyish, you know, yes, attitude or whatever. How will it be? Have you thought of it? Maybe because Sababo, I just feel, anyway, it's complicated. I'm trying to think, you know, like the future.
Yeah, the future. Faiza, I can tell you this much. I've thought about it, my dear, and it's not an easy thing to visualize. But I can urge my, you know, fellow women,
yes.
you know, who have daughters
yes.
who are passionate about male-dominated sports, like maybe the football, you know, not to discourage that. It could be art, it could be football, it could be swimming. Don't discourage that, first of all, and let them be who they are. But when it comes to me foreseeing Rihanna in the near future, what I mean, Mariam, what I mean is that maybe you didn't understand my question. What I mean, I'm talking of Rihanna's situation here. Forget about the other, you know, children who are maybe they have talents for swimming, for arts and everything else. But this is a special case. Yes.
You get me?
Yes.
She's a girl. And the way she speaks here, it's like she loves being with the boys. She prefers actually the company of the boys. You know, growing up, and I'm sure where she is today, where she lives today, you know, that's a very fast, you know, growing, you know, country. You know, it's a developed country, advanced. You know, they don't look at situations like this ones, like the way we do it, as per our culture. You get me here as Africans. Let me just put it that way. Yes. How does it put you as a mother? You know, like you want to see Rihanna tomorrow having a family, children, her husband. Is she actually the kind of a person who is going actually to settle down as per what I've just said?
I don't think Rihanna will be the type of girl that will bloom early, because you as a mother, I can tell her interest is not there. But at some point as a mother, I want to see her with a family.
Yes.
So that as a footballer, which is her career, and the fact that she will be playing, yes, it's a male sport, but she will be playing with girls, because she's going to be playing a football as a girl, as a woman, yeah? And that is her career. She might also come to a point that she might settle down, which I don't see it.
Oh my goodness.
I don't.
I mean,
No, please do. You need to have that faith.
Trust me, I will pull up to my wedding in a jumpsuit.
Really?
Yes. Trust me.
Maybe that should be the challenging bit, and hoping
I'll
that...
pull up there with a jumpsuit.
With that jumpsuit.
I'll pull up there with a jumpsuit, and if it's a bad day, I'm gonna pull up there with sweatpants. I mean, if the crowd can deal with it, deal with it. If you can't, the door's right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
See,
all right.
people say I'm mean.
Point noted.
Yeah.
Point noted.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you another thing. You were here. You went to school here. You know, you studied here from year 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. At what stage did you live here, and what made you actually decide to go to the UK? You know, I believe you went to the UK to actually further your football career.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you do it there? Are you in school?
Yes.
You're also in the academy?
Yeah.
So how does it work? Make us understand, because we don't understand how it works.
Yeah.
Because I just feel maybe you went. I remember there was a time I even asked your mom the same question. And what time does she go to school? She explained it, but I didn't understand it, man. But I said anyway, it's okay.
Yeah. So I left here when I was in year 6 after I graduated primary. I started there in secondary, and there everything is completely balanced for you. So I go to school from my classes start at 8:30 to 2:15, 2:15 to 5 we go for football, and after that we go continue, like do dinner, because there people eat dinner really early, like 5:30 you're done with dinner. So I would go home and do my homework first, because I knew that would take the most time, because I already knew I had already played football, and I know I wanted it more, but I didn't need it more. I had already done it for like 3-4 hours. So I would do my homework first, and if I had any free time, I mean, why not just go outside and play some football? That would just make me feel really good. It would like make my night. But when I couldn't, I mean, it didn't really make me angry or sad, no, because I had already knew like everything is already planned out. So you just have to follow it and don't cut through the middle of the day. So it was quite easy to cope with, because I had already like had the plan here too. I used to go to school, and after school I would every like Monday, Wednesday and Friday I would be going to Mombasa Sports Club, which I still do. When I came here I said I'm not gonna like sit around.
You had a trainer here?
Yeah, like in Mombasa Sports Club, there's a coach.
When you were here. You had a trainer?
Even now, like I'm not the type of person who like.
What's your coach's name? I forgot the coach's name. What's your coach's name? The one at Mombasa Sports Club?
Madidi, yeah.
Like, what do you,
her coach.
Yeah, what is
her coach?
Oh, okay.
It's like he's not really like my coach. He's like more of like the type of person who saw me play there and told me, "Whoa, you play football?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "How old are you?" And I said, "I'm 13." And he said,
"So you're talking of Mombasa Sports Club?"
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I came here, I wanted to go there, of course, because I'm not like the type of person who would enjoy sitting around, sitting doing nothing. When I first came, I still had to do school, so I never used to go to sports club. But now that school is closed.
When you first came?
Yeah.
What do you mean when you first came?
Like when I first came here, like 3 weeks ago.
From the UK?
Yeah, I was doing online class.
Okay.
So I still had classes to do. So I never used to go for football. Like it was quite like a tiring time, because I was like, how do I do school but then not do football? That's not balanced. But then I had to just cope with it. But now that I'm done, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, I go to Mombasa Sports Club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how did it feel at the time you went to the UK?
It felt,
Which academy is this one? The name of the academy?
Brookhouse College.
Brookhouse. Where is it in UK?
It's in Leicester.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in Market Harbour.
Ah, okay. So when did you go there? When?
I reached the UK on September 29th, 9 days after my birthday.
2019? Last year?
Yeah, 2019.
Okay.
And I went to school October 4th. That's when the day I reported into school. And at the beginning, it was, a bit scary, because that was like the first time away from my parents.
Oh, really?
I mean, away from my dad, because I had been away from my mom. Yes. Ha! Look, I have a point. And then it was quite...
Dad, all the time is dad.
Yeah. I mean, for a week, it was hard. After that, I had coped. I mean, there was quite a bunch of boys there, so I had made friends. Like, I would like really forget about it. I would play football, I would forget about everything. Like, there was just something there to appreciate.
Okay.
Even though there was some hard times, but there was always something there to appreciate. The fact that there was boys all around,
Let me ask you, the day actually dad left you there, how was his reaction? How did he feel?
He was crying
Oh,
while
really?
sleeping.
That's what I wanted actually to know.
Yeah, in the plane, he was sleeping, and he was crying, like tears were coming out. And that never happens.
No, that's the time you are going.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
together.
when we reached there,
so he cried all the way?
Yep, all the way.
All the way?
Through the plane. While
From
we
Nairobi to Heathrow?
Yep.
Oh,
he was
really?
crying. And when he woke up, we're like, oh, why? Because he cannot like sit around and do nothing, or he's gonna sleep. So he slept the whole flight. I don't know how someone can sleep that much. And when we landed, he was tired. I don't understand. Till today, it's boggling my mind.
No, I'm just asking. The day actually he left you and said that, now Rihanna, I'm leaving. I'm going back. I'm leaving you here. How was the...
It was tough.
How was the reaction? Yes.
That was my first time seeing my dad cry in 7 years.
Really?
It's very hard to catch my dad. I know he cries, but I don't see him because he hides it.
No, and we'll come to that one, that time when he cried, the first time you saw him.
Yeah.
Now tell us about this one for the UK, when he was leaving you now that day.
Yeah, he cried, and he acted like he wasn't crying. He said something was in his eye. And right after that, he left me while I was going for training. So the whole car ride, it was like a very emotional type of state for me, because I was like, wow, my dad's going. Like, I hadn't yet processed it. And then the day after is that's when like I realized, wow,
He's gone.
he's gone.
You broke down.
No,
You didn't break.
I don't cry that much.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh, you're a strong human being.
I don't cry. I
Oh.
cry when I'm angry. So the only time I cry is when I'm angry. When I'm aggravated, when something makes me so angry, I cry.
Like
but
what
I don't
makes you
cry.
angry? Maybe one thing. Tell us one thing.
See, here's the thing.
No, one thing. Tell us one thing which makes you angry, or which has made you angry, and you cried. Which is that one thing?
Anything that makes me
just
angry.
mention maybe, like, you see, like for me, if you ask me what makes me angry, it's when somebody actually doesn't do the, like if I give out my instructions and somebody doesn't do it, I feel, like, because I always expect, high results, positive results. I just feel like breaking down. That why is somebody, I'm trying so hard and somebody is letting me down. That can make me angry, can make me cry too.
When, like when the family fights, like because we have the dumbest reasons.
Family fights?
Yeah.
Like Rihanna and yourself? Like Rihanna and mom?
Yes.
Like Nairat and yourself?
No, me and Nairat fight.
Yes.
We
You
don't
cry?
cry.
You don't?
No,
When Nairat and mom fights,
I cry. Yeah.
you cry.
I mean, here's the thing. Me, Nairat,
When mom and dad fight,
I do. Yes.
you cry?
Yes, a lot.
Oh, that is
Yeah, and they never know it because I never show them. But yeah, I hate it.
Oh, that's sweet of you. That's sweet. But that shows how strong you are.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you don't show them, you keep it to yourself, then that shows you are really a strong woman.
I've never wanted them like to worry about me crying or anything, so I just hide it.
Okay. So tell us about your life in the UK.
Oh, it's amazing. I love that place.
Really?
I hate one thing. Yes, a lot.
A lot?
Yeah. I hate the weather though.
It's
I
cold.
hate it. Very, very cold.
But it's, it's something different from here. You should appreciate it at least.
Yeah. I like the fact that it's different. So when I went there, it was like, oh wow, it can actually be this cold, huh? Because I never really expected it to be as cold. I mean, I expected it to be cold, but I never expected waking up and like it being 0 degrees or -1 degrees. And it took me quite a while to cope, but after like a month, I like got used to it. So right now when I go, it's gonna be like a piece of cake. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you intending maybe to live there all your life?
Wherever my football journey takes me, I'm going.
And what is your whatever your dream for your career?
At the beginning, I really want to play for Leicester because I feel like that would give me a big push, because they have amazing training there. That would give me an amazing push. I really want to play there. Let's just hope, because I'm gonna have my trials in February, and then I'll know what team they take me to.
So what is your dream? Would you maybe, playing for Leicester, would you maybe love to play for any world, football team?
Yeah. Kenya. I mean, I would definitely.
Kenya?
Yeah, I mean,
But,
if they needed
is there a team
someone.
here?
Not really a girls team, but they don't really focus on it. But I hope the more we grow, the more they could put stuff in. But before that, any football team that's gonna be amazing at the time, that's gonna help me. I mean, I don't mind going to a team that doesn't have many goals, but can help me grow as a person, as a footballer, everything.
Yeah, that's a good thinking actually.
Yeah.
For your age, that's a good thinking. Yeah, so let me ask you, how did you feel when you heard Maradona actually, has died? You just heard the news.
Me and my dad cried together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was such a bad moment. I hated it. I hated it. The person that I look up to, quite a bunch. Cause
Maradona?
Yes.
He inspired you?
Yeah, quite a bit. Because he's really focused on being a respectful player and being a disciplined player. So that's always what I was going for growing up. And the fact that he passed away, I hated it a lot because it was like part of my role model had like faded away. Yeah, but he would always be like someone who has inspired me, because he's gone now, but like people always remember him for football, for everything. Me and my dad held hands and we cried together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a dull moment. I hated it.
I remember we featured you in our magazine.
Yes. Oh, I was excited for that.
Were you?
Yeah, very excited.
And I'm actually wondering, you know, when you say that, Maradona was your role model.
Yes.
And I remember here, you say that.
Messi, yes.
Yes.
See, here's the thing?
Yes. Why is it like so?
At the time I was born, Maradona wasn't playing anymore. Like his era was gone.
He was still an icon.
He was an icon. And I looked up to him for like what he did for people, for himself, for the team. But Messi had always been, like, I feel like this is like, you know, like, okay, Messi is basically me in a girl model, but a younger version. Because look, we're both lefties, right?
I like that.
We're both lefties. Yeah, we're both lefties.
Oh, you're a lefty?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm a lefty.
And Messi is also a lefty?
Yeah. When I go to Mombasa Sports Club, there's a bunch of guys who call me power left. Yeah, because they think I have power on my left foot. Because
so that is how, okay, you hit also the ball with your left leg?
I'm all left-footed.
Oh.
So he's also left-footed. He's known for being a left foot. He's known for being a captain, which has also been like what I do. I was always like captain, to help the team. And I really appreciated that. I appreciated the fact that people would trust me to hold the team together. It really made me like, it really gave me like a confidence boost. I loved it. So yeah, I'm the mini version.
You're a mini version of Messi.
Just not on that level yet, but
I know. But you know, it's good actually to have, you know, dreams.
Yes. I dream of, like, I don't mind not being like, I mean, I would love to be the best footballer. That would be an amazing thing in the like girls category best. But I don't mind being remembered for what I did for the team, for people, for myself, for my family, everything. I just want to be remembered for a good course, and that is football.
Oh, super.
Yeah.
Mariam, you're blessed. Count yourself actually one of those blessed women that you have a special, you know, child, because Rihanna is a special child. This is a talent you don't find it actually in everybody, you know, every child that is.
Correct.
Yes, I know. It has taken you a lot of time and money, both of you, the parents, you know, bringing up such a child. It's not easy. It's not easy and it's not cheap either. Because I believe that it has costed actually you guys a lot, taking her to the UK, and not everybody can afford that.
Yes.
You know, time to even look for that academy, you know, doing the paperwork, you know, going up and down, you know, just to actually, you know, like make her dream, you know, to start off from the ground. Even if it has not been met, you know, the dream has not been met yet, but still she's actually seeing the light that my parents, you know, are showing interest, a lot of interest. They're supportive, you know, in whatever I'm doing. And this is something which I believe that every parent should do the same to their child. And not, okay, like, let me put it this way, not everybody can afford it, maybe, you know, but even if you can't afford it, there's another way.
There's a way always.
Exactly, you can help.
Yes. You can
come up with to support your child.
Yes.
Because the world where we are going to, because Kenya is actually, you know, like moving fast, you know, like it is growing fast. Yes, very fast.
It's just that the sports are not appreciated and supported here.
But imagine, I believe it is, the government is doing something, to, you know, to initiate on the same. So in the future, definitely, they will be looking at such things. Because you have seen they are changing actually the systems in school, you know, which I believe somewhere they might be actually thinking of this kind of talents.
Yes.
That they know that the children, you know, those ones who are coming up, because there are no jobs, you know, to offer, you know, to the citizens. So people, I think the government has come to realize that they need to, you know, help.
It can't always be white-collar jobs around.
So they need actually,
to nurture
you know,
the
to nurture these talents. You get me, in different ways.
Yeah.
Yes, but you're lucky, Rihanna.
Very.
Count yourself lucky.
Very.
You should appreciate your parents,
A lot,
love
I do.
them, yes, and all the time tell them that thank you and I love you so much.
I
Not
do.
dad only though.
No, she does tell it too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, here's the thing with Rihanna. She shows her affection differently. But you can tell this is what she means when she says, I love you. She doesn't speak it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she shows it.
I wish she was here. I wish she was here. Tell us also, we hear this, you know, your story, you know, also on the other side of your dad. Yes.
Me and my dad, we have like, okay, we'll start with my mom.
No,
okay.
no, no. Tell us about your dad.
Me and my
Don't
dad,
swallow it. Yeah.
we have some special bond where he gives me a type of look and I understand a whole paragraph of what he's saying. I mean, if I do something wrong, he gives me a look and I know it. If I do something right, he gives me a look and I know it. If he wants me to improve in something, he gives me a look and I know it. But we have quite a lot of times sat down and talked, and I've never understood something more than I do when my dad tells me it. You can tell me to go drink water now, and if I'm not in a good mood, I won't understand. But if my dad does, it shoots in my head. It's there, forever.
This is the reason I want your dad to watch this program.
He will.
And I will literally myself, you know, like watch it and note it down how many times you've mentioned dad and how many times you've mentioned mom. She's just here and you're just talking about your dad.
It's okay.
So tell us about your mom.
Okay, so
tell us about your mom.
My
You've
mom.
talked a lot about your dad.
My mom is quite easy.
I'm not against your dad, though.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Rihanna's dad, I'm not against you. But I appreciate, actually. And, you know, it comes out natural, you know. It comes out wholeheartedly, you know, the love she has for you. But I'm not against it just because Mariam is my sister here. No, not really, but I appreciate it. So you need to appreciate it, too.
Okay. So my mom, she's quite easy to push. Like if you tell her something, she'll be angry. So I do it on purpose. And sometimes, yeah, I mean, it gives me some type of joy. I mean, it doesn't give me joy seeing her like sad. No, it gives me some type of joy seeing her angry because she, like when she's angry, she's funny. So I do it on purpose. And she knows it.
How funny? Tell us how funny. We want to hear the funny part.
She'll start blabbering. She'll say everything that's on her mind. She'll say that she doesn't like the taste of Fanta, but when she's arguing about something else, she will say the stuff that does not connect to our topic at all. At all. And it's funny to me. And
tell us more.
Oh God.
She will. you today. She will like start thinking, and then it's funny because she starts getting emotional. Like why though? See, here's the thing I like about my dad. My dad doesn't get emotional. Like if you tell my dad about a problem, here's what he'll say: Shorizake. My mom, oh my God, she will start thinking about it today, tomorrow, in her sleep, while she's dreaming. She will think about it all the time. And I mean, I don't really like it because like sometimes she'll be thinking about like the worst reasons to be angry. And she has moods. So when she's in the mood to be angry, she'll be angry. And then she splats it out on everyone. Poor me.
No, but try to understand her.
I try.
Maybe she actually, at that particular time, she's trying actually, you know, like to add up one and one and she's not getting the two.
See, here's the thing.
No, but you need actually also to support her that time.
I do.
Yes, you need actually to cool her down. You need at least, you know, like now you guys are big. You can sit, you can actually sit her down and tell her, Mom, this is not right. Don't be emotional. Don't cry. We are all here. We are all going through it. You know, that kind, you know, a way of consoling her.
I feel like the way she deals with everything is cry.
Which is good for her. At least she releases it through
No, but
crying.
like she cries too much.
It is good for her. Maybe that is a way she releases
You're
it.
talking about me.
Yeah, we are
cry
talking
too
about, she's
much.
talking about you.
I mean, you guys wanted Mom right here.
Yeah. And she's here. Anyway, now, we are almost wrapping it up. What advice can you give to your fellow, age mates, maybe, and others who are younger than you, about talents, about football? Yes.
It's not just football, it's any sport.
Okay.
Whatever you like, you do your best. Like, you can't be sad that you didn't get this type of performance or this type of award when you're just sitting down, laying around. No one's gonna make your dreams for you. You're gonna have to go, stand up and push them for yourself. And to all the parents, it might not seem like such a big deal to not let your daughter play a sport, any type of sport. It might be football, it might be swimming, anything. It might not look like a big deal, but to them it is. Understanding them will take quite a while, but you just need to be patient with them. And you need to let them do what they want, but in a respectful and like a good way. Not a type of way where she will be disrespectful when she's playing football. No, she has to be disciplined and ready for the sport. You need to train them, talk to them, just talk to your kids. Just make them understand what's right and what's wrong. And trust me, it might not seem like it, but they will listen. It will be in their head. And to all the younger kids, don't sit around. Go, stand up, go chase your dreams. You can't lay around and wait for your dreams to build themselves. No, it's all dependent on you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. That is a powerful message from Rihanna. But I would like also to request you, maybe if you can say it in Kiswahili, maybe uambie wenzako, maybe kuna wale wanataka kuelewa, kujifunza, kuwa kama wewe, Rihanna, uambie tu kwa Kiswahili, because wajua hiyo ndio lugha yetu hapa.
Nataka kusema kwa wazazi wote, watoto wenu waweza kuwa hamuoni kama wanaumia, wewe ukiwaambia wasifanye ambao wanataka. Wakitaka kufanya kitu, wewe waache, lakini lazima wewe na heshima na adabu. Usiwaache wafanye vitu recklessly. Wafanye kwa adabu na wajue wanafanya nini. Usiwaache wafanye vitu ambazo watafanya peke yao nini. They need your support Wewe ndo ukiwainua, ukiwaonesha kama wao wanaweza kufanya hizo vitu, wao watafanya. Na kama hawatakusikiza nini, wewe kuwa tu wana patience na wao. Usikue umekasirika kwa haraka sana. Hawatoelewa ukifanya hivyo. Lazima uwe na patience na wao.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Vizuri. Huyu ni Rihanna, and we would also like to hear an advice from Rihanna's mom, Mariam. Tell us, what advice can you give now to your fellow women about having such special kids? And not just special kids, for any kids. Yes. The support, Yes.
First of all, Faiza, thank you so much for this platform and for coming out and talking about Rihanna's story, which is, as you mentioned, it's a special case. First featuring her in the magazine and then now the talk show. And we appreciate you for that. Number two, to the parents, trust me, just like how I spoke earlier about Rihanna, that I did not foresee it. I thought she would outgrow it. But I also did not kill it. I didn't say, no, she's a girl. I can't keep on letting her watching football, No. Let your kids be, Because eventually, you will see ile matunda yake mutayaona. Lazima kama wazazi. Matunda yake eventually yatakuja and you'll feel so proud. For example, for me, my proudest moment was the first time when I watched her on the field. And she was playing against Aga Khan at Aga Khan grounds.
Which year was it?
This was when she was 9 years old. Yeah. And the sports teachers, the coach from the other team, was seated next to me. And they didn't know I was Rihanna's mom. And she was putting on a jersey number 9. And of course I was cheering the game. But the teachers were sitting there and they kept talking. Guy, huyu msichana number 9, akina sini mkali, wish angekuwa yuko shule yetu. And for me it was like, oh my God, You know, they're actually talking about my child. You know, for them, as I told you, Faiz, I didn't know much about football. I had to learn about football after I realized Rihanna is taking it as a career, you know. But that, for me, at that moment, they were very good at football. They knew what they were talking about. Yes, Mr. Kevin has mentioned severally that Rihanna is good in football. But there they were, talking about my child, thinking that they didn't know I was the mother. And they kept saying that. And they kept telling the kids on the ground, watch out for number 9, watch out for number 9. In my mind, I'm like, oh my God, she's like the it in football. I'm so glad, you know, I let her be. You know, for me, that was really a proud moment for me. And then just immediately after that, she bagged the WASA award, being the best girl under 13.
I forgot to ask about those awards, you know, anyway. Tell us.
Yes. So immediately after that, again, she was called for the WASA award, where she was awarded by the governor himself. So for me, it kept on. What I want to tell the parents is, let your child be. As Rihanna has already told you all, you know, first you need to support your kids and support them in such a way that teach them to be disciplined, you know, in whatever sports or career they want to take. And then once you support them, the rewards just come automatically, you know, like they keep falling as Rihanna's journey was, you know, from the WASA again, the following year, you know, 2 years consecutively, Rihanna was the best, you know, a girl under 13 in football. And then after that, the recognition comes around, and it motivates the child, your child, even more. So keep supporting your kids, of course, supporting them while guiding them, you know, towards the right way of doing things. Yeah.
Hebu waambie Kiswahili.
Wazazi wenzangu, nawaomba mtoto wenu akiwa yuko na kipaji fulani, chochote kile, kulingana na kipaji kama cha kuwa footballer, ni kipaji cha wanaume mostly, lakini kama wanawake pia wanaweza kucheza mpira na wakaweza
wakafika malengo yao
yeah. Na ulimwengu mzima, yani wakawa wao ndio ni the best katika ile
wakafaulu katika hizo nini.
Kwa hivyo tafadhalini, wazazi wenzangu, msikae mkisema hii si ya watoto wa kike, ni ya watoto wa kiume. No, tafadhalini nyinyi muwapatie hima, muwahimize, na muwapatie ile support na nguvu, na kuwafundisha kwa njia ya adabu na mwenendo wa sawa sawa, basi lazima watafaulu kimaisha. Thank you.
Now, that was Rihanna, and from the advice she gave us, it was really powerful. And us as parents, and for those who actually are watching us, you know, her age mates, you have heard what she's been through, and what she's so passionate, you know, about football. And anybody can do it, not just as, you know, as Rihanna, even you can do it. Anyway, from this program, it was unfortunate or sad we didn't have the, you know, the dad around, because we had a lot about the dad. But shortly, you know, after this, you will be able actually to hear from the dad, you know, and let him tell us what he's been through with his daughter. Because we've had a lot. Dad did this, dad did that, dad did this. You know, I love dad. You know, it even came out in a way that I love dad in a way. We actually, you know, read between the lines. But anyway, Mariam, don't feel, you know, offended that Rihanna doesn't love you. She loves you. So after this, you'll actually hear from Abdulswamad. Abdulswamad, please tell us all what you know about your daughter. And we will appreciate, and we really thank you for bringing up, you know, this special child to this level. It is not easy. I know you've been through a lot, you know, whether through advice, you know, advising young people is not easy. And taking her actually to the UK, it must have been actually a big step for you. But we wish you well, and you count yourself one of the lucky parents. Here we have Abdulswamad.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Rihanna's dad. My name is Abdulswamad, Abid. I'm an advocate here in Mombasa. Born and brought up in Mombasa. So we're talking about Rihanna's football career and interest. Talking about the career, it is too early, but let's talk about her interest. Rihanna's been interested in football since childhood, when she was very young. I could say being with her for for some time on a daily basis, and the interest in football being in our family. The grandfather was a footballer, very well known, Bilabet, who played for Faisal. They won and Good Such Cup. They won the last. At that time, the premiership in Kenya. So I could see the talent in her. So again, with time, she's always been moving around with a ball at home, in the car, in the office. So I guess the interest and the talent started to pick up from there. By nature, she's athletic, and we have encouraged her despite our taboos here. Where we are, women, they don't get a lot of chance to go outdoor games, but we try to adjust a bit, though we care and we are aware, and we take precaution on girls according to our religion, but some things have to be compromised, mitigated, and we give them a chance. So we try to model her in those directions. She's been playing around with girls and boys. She went to a mixed school. I think even that one helped her. Even with time, she's been practicing at the Mombasa Sports Club. Though we find in that group, maybe there are around 2 girls, 7, 8 boys, but she copes up. And I think it has helped her a lot. So I think playing with the boys, and especially when she was young, she was playing with the cousins and the neighbors, the old boys, it made her tough kidogo. So from there, I can say I thought it wise to take her into another level by enlisting her to a school, you can say School of Excellence in Britain, which is affiliated. It is a school which they train footballers, Brookhouse, and the School of Excellence, meaning they teach football and the normal academic activities, and they are affiliated with Leicester. So she's been there now. She's 1 year and some months. She's doing well, but now the actual work starts now. She has to, which she's doing, practicing a lot, the diets and whatever. So all in all, I can say it is too early, and I expect her to improve to an extent that she has to play for a team, probably in Leicester, that is the aim, or any other team in Britain, because here in Kenya, our football fraternity from the women's side it's a bit not very well developed. So I believe time will tell, but I will say the other pupils or girls I've seen with the same talent, or even more, but the problem is the society, us we have to a bit understand, encourage it, and religion is not a problem. We have to mitigate somehow, and we can get lots of best in the girls, in short, by encouraging them to do what they like best, despite being girls. The issue of girls not being given a chance is not in order. It's not even Islamic. If you can remember, if somebody has learned Islam well, you see even during the Prophet's time, women were given opportunities and they excelled in so many fields, either in the business, in military also. So it is just a taboo. I can say it's not even religious. It is a culture. Our culture a bit demystifies, demoralizes women or put them down, but now we have to change for the better. So like what I can say is just I want to put effort, pressure on Rihanna to work harder and be a role model for her peers and sisters, young sisters, so that they can be encouraged to move into soccer. Soccer is what we call, as you can see now, it is a profession. People make a living out of it, and the younger the better, because for them to be model, they have to be start from the early age. I don't think there's much to say except wishing Rihanna the best in her career, inshallah.
I've come to the end of this program, and I'm glad we have talents which we need to nurture like Rihanna's. And I'm so glad that Rihanna is actually, I'm happy. In fact, I'm proud that she's from Mombasa, she's from Coast, she's from Kenya. She has carried the flag of Kenya to the UK. It is a pride to all of us. And we need to have many more like Rihanna's. Don't hesitate, don't shy away. If you feel you have a talent in swimming, in singing, in arts, in anything, come out, please contact us. We need to have you here so that you can share your experience with the others so that we can all move together as a family, So thank you so much. Don't forget, follow us on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. And your support means a lot to us. Stay blessed, stay safe. Thank you.